Some of the most durable homes in America are built without bricks, power tools, or even electricity. Sounds crazy, right? But for the Amish, that's just another Tuesday. While most of us are out there picking between brick, stone, or some high-tech material for our dream homes, the Amish are cutting down their own trees and hammering together houses that'll last generations. And here's the wild part. Not only do these homes stand the test of time, but they're built faster than many modern constructions, without a single brick in sight. Now here's where it gets interesting. While most Amish stick to their centuries-old ways, a few modern Amish communities have actually started using bricks. Shocking, right? It's like seeing your grandpa trading his horse for a Tesla. But don't worry, bricklayers are still the minority. The majority of Amish prefer good old-fashioned wood and stone. It's like their motto is, if it ain't broke, don't brick it. So why avoid bricks in the first place? Well, because when you've got an army of skilled neighbors ready to raise your house in a weekend, and a tradition that's older than America itself, who needs bricks?
And let's not forget the price tag. While many modern homes can break the bank, an Amish home costs significantly less, making it easier on the wallet. Try bragging about that with a brick wall. Let's get into the heart of what makes an Amish home truly unique: the materials. The Amish predominantly use wood and stone, no bricks in sight. If you're looking for a solid, warm, and inviting structure, wood is where it's at. It's not just any wood. It's often locally sourced and carefully prepared by hand. Picture this: a group of skilled Amish craftsmen selecting trees from the nearby forest, cutting them down, and transforming them into beautiful timber for construction. That's what I call homegrown.
Here's an interesting tidbit for you. Over 90% of Amish homes are primarily wooden, even in places where brick is the go-to material. Can you imagine? It's like going to a pizza place and ordering a salad instead. Talk about a bold choice. For the Amish, a trip to the lumberyard is less about shopping and more about a personal connection. It's more like, I'm cutting down that tree over there. No waiting for delivery trucks or fancy showrooms. And while we're talking about costs, make sure to stick around for a breakdown later to see just how much an Amish home really costs. Spoiler alert, it's way less than those brick houses you see popping up in cookie-cutter neighborhoods. While the Amish tend to steer clear of bricks, they often embrace natural stone for certain features. Think chimneys or sturdy foundations that can withstand the elements. This isn't just about durability. It's about creating a balanced home that looks as good as it performs. In the end, the combination of wood and stone creates a welcoming atmosphere that feels both rustic and timeless. When it comes to building a home, the Amish have a clear mantra: structure first, style later. They kick off the construction process by laying down the frame, and this is no small feat. Instead of using prefabricated materials that are thrown together faster than you can say house of cards, the Amish utilize wooden beams that are hand-sawn and meticulously assembled. It's a labor-intensive process, but the results are nothing short of remarkable. The frame acts as the backbone of the house, providing the essential support that ensures everything stands tall and true. You could say that without a solid frame, your house is like a good joke without a punchline, lacking the substance to hold it all together. And let me tell you, a sturdy frame isn't just for show. It's what allows the house to endure the test of time, weathering storms, snow, and the occasional overly enthusiastic family gathering. Here's a fun fact that might surprise you. Amish framers are so skilled at their craft that they often get hired for major construction projects outside their own communities. That's right, these folks are in such high demand that you might just find them framing skyscrapers or bridges.
It's like being a top chef who gets called in to create a five-star meal at a fancy restaurant. Not too shabby for a group that prefers to live off the grid. But let's get back to the construction. When Amish builders set to work, they do it as a community effort.
Get this salt rubbed
Friends
in well.
and family come together,
Smoke is
each
just
person
right.
bringing their unique skills to the table. You might think it's all about precision, but there's also a lot of laughter involved. The jokes fly as fast as the hammers. Now, with all that teamwork and laughter, it's not just about getting the job done. It's about building relationships and strengthening the community. Each nail driven in, each beam secured, contributes to a sense of belonging. You're not just building a house, you're crafting a home that will cradle countless memories for years to come. When it comes to building homes, the Amish are all about keeping it simple and sticking to their roots. Forget power tools. These folks rely on a range of non-electric hand tools like saws, mallets, and hand drills. It's like stepping back in time, but with a twist. You'd think using these old-school tools would slow them down, right? Nope. In fact, Amish builders can complete a house just as quickly as those using modern power tools. It's like watching a race where everyone else has fancy sports cars, while the Amish are cruising along in a classic VW Beetle, but they still cross the finish line first. Using hand tools means putting in a little more effort, but that effort pays off in spades. There's something incredibly satisfying about feeling the grain of the wood as you work it by hand. Builders have a level of control and precision that can be hard to achieve with power tools. Each cut, each joint becomes a part of their personal touch. You might say that each house is like a custom pair of shoes, fitted perfectly and made just for you. Meanwhile, the rest of us are stressing out over an IKEA instruction manual, wondering why our cordless drill battery dies halfway through assembling a bookshelf. You know that feeling when you're on step 6 and realize you put the whole thing together backwards? Imagine an Amish builder showing up with nothing but a handsaw and a smile, ready to craft a home from scratch without a single meltdown. If only we could all channel that kind of zen when building furniture. Every Amish carpenter knows that it's not just about speed, it's about quality and craftsmanship. Using hand tools allows them to create joints and cuts that are often more precise than what you might achieve with a machine. They develop a rhythm, like musicians playing a well-rehearsed tune.
It's this skill and dedication that turns a simple wooden frame into a masterpiece of engineering. It's time to talk about the walls of an Amish home. Unlike modern houses that often rely on bricks for both structure and insulation, the Amish stick to what they know best: wood panels, shingles, or siding. That's right, no bricks allowed. It's like a pizza joint that only serves salads. This wooden approach not only gives their homes a charming, rustic look, but it also provides a lot of flexibility in design.
When it comes to insulation, the Amish are true pioneers. In today's world, many people think of foam insulation as the gold standard. However, the Amish have been using natural methods for centuries, layering wood and installing eco-friendly insulation materials such as straw or wool. Straw is not just for scarecrows anymore. It's a fantastic insulator that keeps homes warm in winter and cool in summer. It's almost like the straw is saying, "Bring on the cold, I got this." Let's take a moment to appreciate how clever this approach is. Forget about modern insulation foam. The Amish figured out how to keep homes warm centuries ago. It's almost as if they had a secret recipe passed down through generations. While many of us are busy Googling best insulation for winter, the Amish are enjoying their cozy homes with nothing but the simplest materials. Honestly, they're probably better insulated than my apartment, where I have to choose between sweating or freezing. You know that feeling when you crank up the heat and it feels like a sauna in your living room, but the bedroom is still as cold as a meat locker? Yeah, I could really use a little of that Amish ingenuity right about now. The wall building process is not just about throwing up some boards and calling it a day. There's a meticulous attention to detail that goes into creating a durable, energy-efficient space. Each panel is carefully cut, fitted, and assembled, often with a level of craftsmanship that puts many modern builders to shame. The result is walls that are not just strong, but also breathe well, preventing moisture buildup and promoting a healthy living environment. Here's another interesting fact. The use of natural materials not only makes for cozy homes, but also means that Amish houses are often very energy efficient. Many homes use passive solar design principles, positioning windows to take advantage of sunlight for natural warmth. You can bet the heating bill is a lot lower than what I'm currently paying. If only my landlord understood the concept of natural insulation instead of just natural air leaks. The combination of wood, straw, and wool allows these homes to maintain a consistent temperature year-round. While some modern houses might have their fancy thermostats and complicated heating systems, Amish homes work in harmony with nature.
It's all about balance, just like trying to find that perfect amount of seasoning in Grandma's famous soup. Too little, and it's bland. Too much, and you'll be reaching for the milk. As the walls go up, the homes take on a character of their own, reflecting the personality of those who built them. There's a sense of pride in every nail and every panel, knowing that each home is crafted with care and dedication. Now that we've got the walls all set, let's climb up to the roof. Literally. Amish roofing techniques are a marvel of simplicity and strength, using materials like wooden shingles or metal sheets instead of the usual modern tiles or concrete. It's like the Amish decided to stick with the tried and true instead of jumping on every flashy trend that comes along. Who needs fancy roofs that look good in a magazine when you can build one that actually works? These roofs are designed to withstand whatever Mother Nature throws their way. With heavy snowfall and rain a common concern, Amish roofs are typically built at steep angles, allowing snow to slide off effortlessly. Imagine building a roof that laughs in the face of a snowstorm. Meanwhile, I can't even handle a slightly leaky ceiling without breaking out the buckets and starting a rain dance. The craftsmanship that goes into roofing is something to admire. Each shingle or metal sheet is meticulously placed, ensuring there are no weak spots. You can bet that these roofs are constructed with the same care and precision that the Amish apply to everything else. It's not just about keeping the rain out. It's about creating a sturdy barrier that will last for generations. Here's a fun fact. Wooden roofs are not just strong. They also help keep the house cool in the summer and warm in the winter. You might think that a wooden home would be a sauna in July and an icebox in January. But thanks to thoughtful construction techniques, the opposite is true. The natural insulating properties of wood, combined with the right ventilation, help maintain a comfortable temperature year-round. It's almost like the Amish built in their own air conditioning system, just without the noise and electricity. This thoughtful approach to roofing extends beyond just functionality. Each roof is a part of the home's aesthetic, often reflecting the local style and community values. There's a certain charm to seeing rows of Amish homes with their wooden roofs harmonizing beautifully with the landscape. It's like a picture postcard of Americana, where each house tells its own story. As the roof takes shape, the entire structure transforms. It's the final touch that solidifies the home's integrity and beauty. With the roofing complete,
these homes are ready to stand up to whatever weather challenges come their way. The Amish have perfected a system that not only protects, but also enhances their homes, ensuring that they remain cozy retreats no matter the season. Let's dive into how the Amish make their homes function without all the bells and whistles of modern technology.
That's right. No wiring for electricity, no plumbing. And yet, their homes are still cozy and efficient. It's like they've figured out how to live like it's 1899, but without the stress of a blackout. Amish homes are designed to maximize natural light, using strategically placed windows to brighten up living spaces. Forget those expensive light bulbs. These homes are all about harnessing sunlight during the day. The windows are often large and thoughtfully oriented, ensuring that light streams in at just the right angle. In lieu of electricity, the Amish rely on gas lamps for lighting after the sun goes down. These lamps not only provide light, but also create a warm, cozy atmosphere. You can imagine an Amish family sitting around the table, sharing stories by lamplight, while I'm over here frantically searching for the flashlight after a power outage. Most of us panic when the Wi-Fi goes out for 5 minutes. It's a lifestyle that requires you to appreciate the simple things, like family time without the distraction of screens. When it comes to water, Amish homes utilize hand pumps, bringing another layer of charm to their way of life. Instead of turning on a faucet, residents pump water from a well, which adds a bit of exercise to their day. Who needs a gym membership when you can have a morning workout just to fill up a pot? You might think that living without these conveniences would make life more complicated. But the Amish prove otherwise. Their homes are not just functional, they're incredibly efficient. With a well-planned design, they adapt beautifully to their needs. Every element, from the placement of windows to the choice of lamps, is crafted to enhance their quality of life without relying on modern tech. In fact, many Amish families find that their way of life is not just sustainable, but also liberating. They're free from the constant hum of appliances, the pressure to upgrade to the latest gadgets, and the noise of technology invading their peace. It's a slower pace of life that allows them to focus on what truly matters: community, family, and personal growth. Think about it. While I'm scrolling through social media, the Amish are out tending to their gardens or playing games by candlelight. Their lifestyle teaches them to value personal interaction and craftsmanship, rather than just consuming what's easily available. Now let's take a closer look at the wallet-friendly world of Amish home building, where a sturdy shelter doesn't come with a price tag that makes you faint. One of the most impressive aspects of Amish homes is their cost, which averages between $50,000 and $70,000. Now, when I heard that, I had to do a double take. I mean, my neighbor just spent that much on a new car, and I'm still driving around in my trusty old clunker that's been a bit too loyal, if you know what I mean. The reason Amish homes come at such a bargain? It boils down to a few key factors: local materials, community labor, and a strong aversion to costly modern technology. When it comes to building materials, the Amish community taps into their own backyards, literally. Trees that were once standing tall can be transformed into beams and panels, making the most of the resources at hand.
It's like going to a supermarket, but instead, you walk outside and grab your dinner off the tree. I once tried to make my own furniture out of old pallets. Let's just say it ended up as more of a modern art piece than a functional chair. Because the Amish prioritize community, building a home often means rallying friends and family to lend a hand. This isn't just about getting a job done. It's about coming together, sharing stories, and enjoying some homemade pie once the hard work is over. Now that's what I call a community project. It's a great way to cut down on labor costs, which can be a huge chunk of change when constructing a house. Instead of forking over piles of cash for contractors, you get a workforce of enthusiastic neighbors who might even throw in a few jokes and a laugh or two. Avoiding certain modern conveniences like electricity and plumbing also makes a significant difference in costs. Imagine building a home without the need for complicated wiring or the latest plumbing fixtures that cost more than my first car. By skipping all that expensive tech, the Amish can focus their resources on what truly matters.
Building a solid, reliable home. And the best part, you might ask? No surprise electric bills or a fridge that texts you when you're out of milk? That sounds like the dream to me. Unless the fridge starts sending texts to my mother-in-law, then we might have a problem. Now, some folks might be scratching their heads, wondering if living without electricity or fancy plumbing is really practical. Sure, it might sound a bit rustic, but think about it. The Amish have made this work for generations. It's like they've unlocked the secrets of low-cost living that many of us might just envy. Sure, I love my coffee maker and microwave, but if I had to choose between a latte and a mortgage, I'd likely be standing in line at the nearest drive-thru with a reusable cup.
Right? Plus, with such a lower overall cost, many Amish families find it easier to save money or invest in other ventures. You might think of it as living the simple life, but in reality, it's a smart financial strategy. The average modern home price in the U.S. can easily reach upwards of $300,000, which leaves many people cringing at the thought of a 30-year mortgage.